Hi, my name is Cindy Sessoms, and I'm here with your 10-minute market update. A lot of you have been curious what's happening in the real estate world, and I just wanted to give you a little inside look at what's really happening. Because I have a lot of people who call me and say, is it time to buy? Is it time to sell? What should I do? And we've been out looking in the marketplace, and I have some buyers that are trying to find single family homes. And if you're looking to put your single family home up for sale, now is the time, because we are having problems even getting in the door before it's sold. We're making offers on homes before we even see them, just so we don't lose our spot. So that would be a great time right now if you have a single family home. In fact, right now the National Association of Realtors projects that home prices will rise 4% in 2020 and 2021. So if you are thinking, maybe now's the time to buy, maybe it is. Because you know what else is great about right now? I'll tell you. The mortgage rates. Right now, you're looking at 30-year fixed mortgage, 3.125, or a 15-year is at a 2.6. So those are some amazing rates that you may not be able to see for a while. A lot of us are thinking that the rates are going to stay the same. They can't go much lower. So now's the time. If you're looking for an investment, now's a great time to do that as well. If you're thinking, I'm not sure if my house is really up to snuff. I'm not up to snuff. I don't know if this is the right time. Maybe I should do some changes. Maybe I should paint the house. Maybe I should paint the interior. We're seeing a lot of whites and light grays. It's really in style right now. But I don't want you to think that if you put your house for sale that you have to put all this money into it. New flooring, new kitchen, new bathroom. Because think about the last time you purchased a home. What happened? You bought the house and then you put your own stamp on it. Just like when I bought my home, I redid the kitchens, I redid the bathrooms. I did that because I wanted it in my own taste. And that's the same way that it happens along with when you're doing flooring, because some people don't want carpet. But are you going to take the carpet out if you have it and replace it with something else? Because odds are people are going to replace it with what they want. So keep that in mind. So don't go out there and think, oh, I have to put all this money and all this investment in. Don't do that. Just get it clean as you can. And maybe if we do paint it might be a good idea. So here's some new decorating trends. If you're interested in what's happening out there, this one I just love. In kitchens, they're starting to do a pop of color. Look at this, that blue counter. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. It's beautiful. And then they accent it with a white countertop. So if you're thinking maybe I should get some granite, maybe I should do some different things in there, you just never know. You know what I always tell my clients, whenever they're buying a house and then they start doing things like whenever I did my own personal taste, people would say in my master bathroom, I had 2 sinks and a long countertop. And when I redid my counter, I took one of the sinks out, because I have 3 daughters. So guess what? We need a lot of counter space for all that makeup and all that fun and all the hair supplies and everything else. And everyone said to me, why are you getting rid of a sink? You can't do that. When you sell your home, what are you going to do? So I'm going to live in my house for 10, 15, maybe the rest of my life, worried about what's going to happen when I might possibly sell it? No. You want to live in your home the way you want to live. And that is what I definitely recommend to you. Like right now, I'm out on my balcony. It took me forever to redo this balcony. I've been in my house for 5 years. I'm like, I don't need the balcony. It's no big deal, no big deal. Now, this is like, I'm like ready to live out here. I think I might need a fan up here. But there's some other great trends I want to show you about. This one, in fact, I was just talking to a friend of mine because she's renovating her home. In fact, one of the home purchases from last year, she had a decorator come in and do all these great ideas. And one of the things they suggested is putting floral wallpaper. And so the floral is really hot right now. And if you don't like floral, then don't do it. Sometimes you can just do an accent, one wall. You don't have to make the whole room one thing. And what you really have to do is do what you like, because that, I'm telling you, is the most important thing, because you're going to live in that home and you want to be proud of it. You don't want to walk in and say, well, a decorator told me to do this, or you want to do it the way you want it. So be happy with where you live, because as we know, we can end up spending a lot of time in our homes without going anywhere. So let me show you something else that's really, really fun, is they're getting a lot of vintage pieces. So if you have, and don't think, oh, I have to have all vintage. No, you can just have a little accent piece. And that's what's so nice about it. Do things that are fun for you. If you want to put, like you said, you put a pop of color, you do different things, that's an awesome way to do it. But make sure it's something that you like. I have a friend who they just renovated the house and did all this great decorating, but there was this one teapot she just loved. And the decorator said, are you attached to that? Because they wanted to, freshen up, do different. She says, I just love the teapot. She says, then keep it because that's yours and you own it. And I don't mean like you own it, like you bought it, like you own it, like that's part of you. So do that and be happy with and embrace it. There are a lot of houses that are coming on the market now, and you'll find things that they're really well done, or there's a lot of people, I'll get calls, do you have anything that's a really good deal? Foreclosures. Right now, they're not expecting to have a lot of foreclosures because it was a few months, a lot, they're being a little forgiving with the government's being a little forgiving right now, but not expecting that a lot. And I also get all the time, do you have anything like flips that are coming up that maybe I can get a good deal on? Not a lot of those because, as I mentioned, as soon as they get on the market, they're getting bought. But I do have something that is coming up just listed. This is 2625 Northeast 16th Avenue in Wilton Manors. They're asking $579.9. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, has a saltwater pool, which is so nice when you get out of the pool and you don't have that chlorine feel. Impact windows, has a utility room and a tropical backyard. And I would just want to show you this. I mean, this is beautiful. There it is, and all those beautiful windows. Oh, just gorgeous. And I love it how they have the beams in the ceiling. That's one of those things that I just really wish I could do in my house, but I just can't find a place to do it. And then here's their kitchen, a renovated kitchen. I didn't get a picture of the refrigerator because this home is about just under 1,500 square feet, but they really maximize the space and they've really taken advantage of it because look at that backyard. And I love what they've done with the travertine outside. That's actually something I'm looking at for my house because I like the light color. I think it's so pretty. And this is more, it looks like a lap pool, but I think it's a little larger than what a lap pool would be. So that's kind of nice. So you got to look and think about things that you want for your family and for you. Or maybe you're living by yourself. You want to have a backyard, you want to have a pool, or is it that important to you? Do you want the maintenance and things like that? There's so many different opportunities. I have a townhouse that's coming up for sale in just about 2 weeks. What's really great about it has a gate to get inside the community. There's only about 5 townhouses, and the backyard is so tropical. It's a wood deck. You don't have to worry about cutting the grass, but you still have that feel, that Florida feel. And for me, that's just so important. So you have to figure out what's important to you and make that decision. Some people, they also say, should I rent? Should I buy? I find that if you are in a crossroads, you're not sure. I work with a lot of people who are going through divorces, and they always say, I can't rent. I'm throwing money away. Think about the first couple of years when you actually have a mortgage. Most of that is going to the interest anyway. So if you're not sure where you want to live, how big of a house, things like that, you know what? Just take all of that in consideration. Take a breath. Go ahead and rent something for a little while. Maybe make it like a little vacation. You rent on the beach, or you rent someplace you never thought you would want to live. And that may be where you want to end up. So if you have any questions, or if you would like to list your home, or you'd like to go out and just look at some homes, I would love to hear from you. I'm located in East Lauderdale, but I grew up in Hollywood. So I have and my brother lives in Davie. I used to live in Lauderhill. I used to live in Hallandale. I'm a little nomad. I get around a little bit. So people ask me, what is your territory? My territory is where you want to live. Because I grew up in South Florida. There aren't many places that I don't know about. And if I'm not 100% familiar, then we can get to know the place together. Or we can do some more research and find out, because that's what we want to do. We want to make sure it's the right home, the right area for you, and let's do it together. So my number is 954-661-7342, or you can just message me here right on Facebook. And you know what? Let's find your home together and let's make it a really happy home. Because I think, especially in what's everything going on right now, we want to make sure that our home is really our safe haven. Thank you so much for watching. We're just under that 10-minute mark. Look at that, the 10-minute market update. I hope to see you next week and have a great weekend.